Sloane, if we could just start out, could you just give us your thoughts on tonight's match?
Do I need my mask on?
No, that's up to you.
Okay. Yeah, I thought today obviously was a good opportunity to go out and play some good tennis. We know that Coco's a great player, so I was looking forward to a good match. I thought that we both played well. There was times that I took my chances, and I think that they paid off well, and I just really executed well tonight, my game plan, and was happy to get the win.
Okay, very good. Chris, go ahead.
Hey, Sloane, Chris Clary, New York Times. Did you feel this one coming, this kind of performance? Did you sense that you were on this sort of track to play this well?
No, honestly, I've just been, taking every day by day, and I've been playing a lot better, going in the right direction. Obviously, it's tough when you're unseeded. You have tough first rounds. Like, it's kind of harder. It's harder to work your way into a tournament. So I think now, I'm at the point where I'm able to be really competitive at the beginning of the tournaments, playing against top players. And, obviously coming out of the pandemic, it was rocky road, and I think for everyone it hasn't been too consistent for anyone, so I think you kind of just got to ride the wave, and I think now it's kind of coming together, which is nice.
All right. Go ahead, Ben.
Hey, Sloane, Ben Rothenberg, New York Times. You had a very good serving. Statistically, I don't know if you saw it, you had like 84% first serves in.
We love that.
Which you've been working on that specifically. I mean, you weren't hitting any aces or anything, but it was a very high percentage in winning a lot of those.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't the goal. That wasn't what I was trying to do, go out there and execute. I knew I wanted to place a lot of first serves and get myself started early in the points, but serving that high percentage for me is always really key, just because I can get into the points and I can start off aggressive with me dictating play, which is what I want to do. So, that was just part of it, but happy and very pleased with that stat.
Back of the room.
Congrats. You've got now 2 big wins over 2 very high-quality opponents. What is your confidence like right now going into the third round?
It's good. I mean, obviously, I've had to battle 2 good friends, and I think the pressure is a little bit different when you play 2 people that you know well. It's a different type of pressure, obviously, playing here at the U.S. Open and playing Americans. It's very different. But I'm really happy with the 2 wins. I played good tennis to get them. And, I mean, it's still only the 3rd round of a slam, so I have to keep going. But it's nice to know that I was able to get those 2 wins with all of the pressure and kind of outer things happening.
Okay. I'll go Willie and then Ben. Willie?
Willie Weinbaum from ESPN. Sloane, you alluded to your draw as an unseeded player, and you could be facing Angie Kerber next. You have a good history against her. What has been the key to your success against her, and what do you look forward to if you do play her?
Well, who does she play?
She plays this evening. She plays
Against who?
I'm not good at the pronunciation.
Oh, Lord.
So.
Angie and I have always had really good matches. I mean, I look forward to playing her every time. We've had very competitive matches at big stages in my career. And, if she wins, I would look forward to playing her.
Okay. We have a New York Times switch. Chris is going. Who's going first?
Chris first.
Chris is going first.
So Sloane, forgive me on Coco, but just the first time you saw her, and then just the path with following her progress she's talked about on the court, and what was it like to actually face her psychologically, somebody like that you watched for such a long time, face-to-face matching your skills against hers?
Yeah, it's definitely different. We haven't even really practiced, I'd say, like on tour. So it's been a little bit, like I've seen her grow up and play, obviously, since she was really young. And I think like the last time we hit, she was probably like 12. So it is a little bit different. And I don't know why. We just never really have practiced on tour. So I wasn't too familiar. Obviously, I've seen her play. I know her game well. And we trained with the same coach for a long time. So we kind of have similar things that we do, which is interesting. But as her game has evolved, obviously she's only 17. So she has a long ways to go. So I think just being able to see it, I feel old because she was at my 21st birthday and I'm now 28. I'm really old. So it's just been really nice to see her game kind of evolve and the things that she's doing and how she's able to turn so much defense into offense and kind of, do those movements. She's great at the net. Like, she has a really great all-around game, so it's been really nice to see. And she's different from a lot of what we're, like, the up-and-coming players that we're seeing now that are just, like, super hard-hitting and, like, not very much variety. Like, she has a lot of variety. And I think a lot of the younger girls, like, there's, like, half that are very hard-hitting and half that have a lot of variety. And I think she's in the bucket with a lot of variety.
Do you recall where you played with her when she was 12, or that it took place?
Where it took
Where were you
place,
guys
we were
together?
at South County Park in Boca Raton, if you must know.
Ben?
Sloane Kerber plays against Annalena Kalinina, first of all.
Oh, thank
For the
you.
record.
Oh, she's good, yeah.
And then secondly,
I almost lost her. Do you guys not remember that?
where was that?
Here.
You remember?
Nobody remember? Okay, that's fine. I remember. That's all that matters.
I was curious. I saw you retweeted Andy Murray's tweet about 7 and 6 classes, moon voyage, bathroom break, and I'm curious what you sort of think in terms of rules of that, how much that needs to be changed, or if it's just funny, or if it's sort of state of that role in gamesmanship on tour. Then I remember your phrase about one opponent saying it's not one scam, it's another.
Oh, yeah, they're all scammers. But I honestly just thought Andy's tweet was really funny. I didn't see exactly what happened. I'm not sure. I just thought it was hilarious, and we all are, like, huge Andy fans. We love him. But I do think I can't speak for what happened in that match, but I do know on the girls' side there is still a lot of that, which is it's gamesmanship, and I think there definitely needs to be a rule or changes. They make a lot of rule changes for smaller things, like, they took 1 minute off the warm-up, but if someone goes to the bathroom for 9 minutes, no one says anything. Like, there's so many, like, little things that can be changed and looked at, and I think that hasn't been done. So I think now that there is a lot of talk about it and people come into press and people tweet about it and whatever, maybe it'll get a little bit more attention, and, that gamesmanship will kind of turn and change a little bit.
You just put a hard cap on it in terms of time, or what would you change?
Yeah, like, I don't think you should be gone from the court for, like, I don't know, 6 to 8 minutes is a long time to leave a match. That, like, changes the whole momentum of a match, and I feel like if you're changing your clothes, like, what are you changing? What are you doing in there? You can't, again, I think there was a rule a couple of years ago where, like, girls could only, it was like a 3-minute rule or something in the bathroom. But again, if you ever change out of a wet sports bra, which I don't think you have, you wouldn't know how difficult that is. But that is, like, maybe a 5-minute. But I think when you get into, like, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes, like, okay, like, what are you doing in there? Like, do you need help? I can come help you. Like, what's happening? So I think that's more of where the issues are, because it becomes just pure gamesmanship.
Okay, that should be the last, but we'll take last question in the room, Chris. The last question.
Sorry, we're full of them tonight.
Okay.
I know it's 2017, but when you walk in that stadium, is there a little bit of magic when you walk in there still? And do you feel like that sort of still is your court in some fashion? Some way?
Yeah, it's so fun in there. I love it in there. Today it was super loud. I've never experienced that before, but I feel like whenever I play in there, even when I warm up in there, I've had almost all of my practices in there, and I just love the court. Like, I love being out there. Yeah, it's like a good place. It's a happy place, and I think I've had a lot of good memories there. Well, obviously I have had a lot of good memories there, and for me it's a feel good, and I think, being in this position, trying to work my way through the tournament and have tough matches, like, it's nice to have that comfort and, like, those moments to look back on and be like, okay, like, I'm comfortable here, like, I'm happy here.
Okay, thank you, everyone. No
Thank you.
virtual, you're ready you can go. You're done.
Oh, I'm done?
Yeah,
Oh, my
you're
God.
done. Yeah.
Thank you for tweeting my scholarship. So if anyone else wants to tweet it, it would be much appreciated. It's for a good cause. Ben, you're the man. For a little while until you say something crazy.